Hello everybody. Hopping on here, we're gonna make some roasted red pepper and goat cheese egg muffins. Okay, I found this in my Mediterranean diet list. It did have feta cheese, but I don't like feta cheese, and it said I could use goat cheese, so that's what we're using. I've got the oven set to 350. So we need a half a cup of roasted red peppers. I just bought a jar of them. There's not much in here, but it'll make hopefully enough that I can have like one or two on the go, grab them out of the refrigerator, heat them up, and we'll be good to go. So that's what we're aiming for. So you can add anything you like to this. I'm thinking I might add some spinach, maybe. I'm not really sure, but I may just stick to the recipe for the first time, see how it goes. But trying to find something when we're rushing instead of having crap, right? Really hard. So again, I got some crumbled goat cheese. When we went to Detweiler's, we stocked up, and a jar of this roasted red peppers, and that's it. Salt, pepper, 4 eggs. Really super easy. So let's just see how much we need here. So it says to oil up, grease up a muffin tin. So I'm gonna grease all of them up, but I have a feeling this mix isn't going to fill all of them. So I only may fill some. So we'll see how that goes. And let's see. I'm not sure. I guess if you wanted some extra protein, you could add some like crumbled turkey sausage or something like that. But I don't have any of that. This was kind of a spur of the moment thing. There you go. What is your go-to when you're rushing around trying to get out of the house or get started? What do you have for breakfast? Trying to get some good ideas here. I like that skin. But I did like my avocado toast. Super easy. I used some wheat toast with seeds on it. I made 1 avocado and I put 1 egg on top. That was really good. Pretty quick. Pretty easy. But I can't have that every day. Hi, Shar. What was I doing? So, Shari, we're making some roasted red pepper. I'm using goat cheese instead of feta because, again, I don't like feta cheese. Egg muffins. And super easy. There's not a lot of ingredients in this, but you could put anything you want in this. Again, turkey sausage, spinach, broccoli. We're going to just try it out by the way the recipe is and see how it goes. Okay? So we need a half a cup of roasted red peppers. I've already had my, what did I get? 1/4 cup of goat cheese. I love goat cheese. We got some really nice stuff at Detweiler's the other day. I got this it's called Greek medley olives. Oh, it's so good. I keep snacking on that. I'm really trying to change my eating habits a little bit. I'm not going full throttle with this, but trying to make some better choices. Still have that darn cough too. So what is your go-to when you guys are in a rush trying to get your day started? What do you grab for breakfast? Okay, so we have our oven set to 350. Never made these, so I don't know how they're going to be. I don't know if they're going to need longer. So once I put them in the oven, I'll post a picture what they look like when they're done, and that'll be it. Love the taste of roasted red peppers. Okay, almost finished. These are really great on sandwiches too. I think that is funny. Okay, let's move on to the rest of our recipe. So before we mix all this together, we're going to oil up our muffin tin. Okay. So what I did, I put a little bit of olive oil in here. I got my little brush, and we're going to just do the wells, and hi, sweetie, and just grease them up. Now, these muffin tins are new ones with the blue outside. Everything really comes out nicely, but I always like to oil them up or whatever the recipe calls for, just in case. I never want something to stick, right? So right now, I'm only gonna do 6 of them because I don't think this is gonna fill very many. And we can always grease up a few more. There we go. So the recipe says 4 eggs, which I have here already crushed out, salt, pepper, and our mix. So before I put all this in, let's beat our eggs really quick. Be sure to post below if you're watching me live or on replay. And if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube page, please do so. It's under Lisa K's Plate. There's some posts, and if you can't find the link, just let me know. I'll be happy to give it to you. So I have to see how long this has to cook for, but I can't see until I get out of the video because it's on my phone. Okay. And we can always add more cheese or red pepper if we don't think it looks like enough. So the first time you do a recipe is kind of your test, right? We got to see what we like, what we don't like, if it needs longer. So that's what we're doing today. I just thought this would be really good to have like on the go. Got my goat cheese stuck in there. There we go. Okay. That looks like we're good. I'm using our gosh, I'm sorry. This cough just never wants to go away. So I'm using our mixing bowl here with the lid so I can pour right from here into our muffin cups. This makes it a lot easier. So I'm going to fill a couple. Let's use the fork to make sure everything gets out. Okay. This just look really good. And I figured I could always make some wheat toast or something to eat this with when I heat it up. I can add some fruit. And I may add a little bit more goat cheese on the top of each because I do love the taste of it. So we're not filling it to the top because I don't know how far these are going to rise or anything. All right, so we could get a couple more. So let's grease up a few more tins here. And hi, Irma. There we go. I'm thinking I might be able to get 2 more out of this. Let's see. So these are, again, our roasted red pepper, and it says feta cheese, but I'm using goat cheese. Don't like feta. I don't know why I don't like feta. I like most cheeses, but that is not one of them. Okay, and you can fill this with anything you like. I'm thinking some spinach would be great. Oh, look at that. We might be able to get 1 more. Let's try for 1 more. And then I think it said to cook it for 20 minutes. I'll check after I get out of this, and I'll be happy to post the recipe in the comments for you. There we go. Let's see. So this mix with 4 eggs is going to get us 9 little muffins. Little egg muffins. All right. So we've got everything in. I'm going to put a little bit more cheese on top because I want cheese. Okay, just a little bit. You don't need a lot, but the goat cheese will melt and it'll be nice and creamy. Okay, who's on? I can't see. I'll have to read your comment after. I can't see this far. Sorry. But what would you guys put in this? I'm thinking again, spinach, crumbled turkey would be great. There we go. I think that's plenty. I might put a little bit more pepper on top. I'm probably going to be the only one eating these, so don't mind my fingers. And I'll put a little bit more salt, and then we're going to pop these in the oven. Again, that's 350. Probably said about 20 minutes, but I'll double check. And we're good to go. So look how pretty these are. I don't know if you can see that, but once we pop them out, I will post a picture below. All right, I'm going to get this done so I can finally eat because I'm a little far behind today. And oh, those olives I was telling you about, they are at Detweiler's. They are called Pitted Greek Olive Medley. Really yummy, has like a nice salty taste. I love them. And tonight we are going to have corkscrew pasta, because that's one of Rob's favorites for some reason, or he likes it. And I'm going to make a homemade vodka sauce, so stay tuned for that. Really easy. That will be, it's kind of a weird recipe that I follow. It's Ina Garden, Barefoot Contessa, I guess she goes by. And she makes most of it and then puts it in the oven and then takes it out and uses an immersion blender. So that's what I'm going to make later. So stay tuned for that. I might do a video, but I'm going to get these in the oven and I'll show you what they look like when they're done, and I'll type up the recipe and put it in the comments in case you want to try it too. All right, have a great day. Happy Saturday.